Here in the U.S., our democracy, which includes much debate about many issues, sometimes features political leaders in the U.S. making comments about democracy in India. That has sometimes provoked a crisp response from the External Affairs Ministry.
Foreign interference is foreign interference. Look, you have every right to comment, but I have every right to comment on your comment. So don't feel bad when I do.
The U.S. and India are among the world's leading countries with democratic forms of government. And here in the U.S., our democracy, which includes much debate about many issues, sometimes features political leaders in the U.S. making comments about democracy in India. And that has sometimes provoked a crisp response from the External Affairs Ministry, perhaps pointing out that there are members of the Indian diaspora in the U.S. that might have concerns or complaints about racism or about gun violence. I wonder how you think about that dynamic and what potential possibilities you might see for constructive dialogue between the U.S. and India on these issues?
There's one, the reality, and two, the handling of the reality. What's the reality? The reality is the world is very globalized, and as a result, the politics of any country doesn't necessarily stay within the national boundaries of the country. Now, the United States, of course, makes a special effort to ensure it doesn't. That's part of how you've conducted your foreign policy over many years. Now, as in a globalized era where there are also global agendas, there are players who like to shape not only the politics of their own country or their own region, but try and do it globally. And social media, economic forces, financial flows, all these give you opportunities to do that. How do you shape the narrative? So you have a whole industry here, okay? So you write up reports about people, you rank people, you spotlight countries. That's the game. Now, as I said, that's the reality. So what happens with that reality is it's part of the overall competition, a competition among countries and competition among political forces. And when it is a competition, you expect others to do what they will, and it's your right to do what you will. And that's playing out in a way. But if you look at a state-to-state, government-to-government level, we think it's important that democracies are mutually respectful. It cannot be that one democracy has a right to comment on another, and that's part about promoting democracy globally. But when others do that, then it becomes foreign interference. Foreign interference is foreign interference, irrespective of who does it and where it is done. So it's a testy area. And my personal view, which I have shared with many counterparts, is, look, you have every right to comment, but I have every right to comment on your comment. So don't feel bad when I do.